Thank you. The Mindy is kind enough to time us so that we can have everyone who wants to speak. Está chequeando el tiempo para 3 minutos para cada persona que quiere hablar, okay?
And I'm going to set the timer for 2.5 minutes. You'll hear a buzz, and then you only have 25 more seconds after that.
Okay. I want my chair.
I don't know if you guys know that. Well,
okay, does anyone want to lead us off with thoughts for today?
do you want to announce that?
Yes, I would like
Well,
to.
I just wanted to say that about 15 or so minutes ago, Israel officially started the invasion of southern Gaza.
Okay. Shame.
I can't hear you.
Good thing. Okay. Get out. Dos minutos, 30 seconds.
Thank you for your time.
Sisters and brothers, friends, my name is Dean Knight. I'm from the Bronx Anti-War Coalition. Like everyone here, I was as shocked as everyone that Blinken and Biden gave the okay for Netanyahu to restart the genocidal bombing. Notice that Blinken made a special point to caution Netanyahu to try and keep it legal. It was interesting. He was washing his hands. They had just 1 week before sent many more bombs because Israel had been running out of bombs. They'd bombed so many. Whose bombs were they? They were our bombs. We paid for them. And we gotta stop it. And we gotta know that those bombs belong to Biden and Blinken. And yes, it's true that Netanyahu and his whole cabinet are war criminals, but so are Biden and Blinken. And since it's our money that's on there, it's our job to stop it.
That's right.
We also need to know that even though they can kill many Palestinians, which is what they want to do, they can't stop the Palestinian liberation movement. It's very important for us to know that they constantly say that Hamas is terrible and all that. Hamas is just one leading force in the Palestinian liberation movement that is engaged in a long-term intifada of the entire Palestinian people. And it's unstoppable. They've killed 20 million people, but they won't be able to wipe out the Palestinians. It's our job to stop the bombs, but we need to know and be confident and be inspired by the courage and tenacity of the Palestinian people. Free Palestine!
Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
Not another dime! No more money for Israel's crimes! Not another nickel! Not another dime! No more money for Israel's crimes!
Not another dime! No more money for Israel's crimes!
Well, it'll add up to 3, I promise.
Okay.
What a time.
Check. All right.
I do, yes. No, I do.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Marty.
We are fighting for justice. We are fighting for human decency. We are fighting for humankind and the freedom of the working people around the world, regardless of where they come from and what they look like or what their belief is. We want an end to Zionism. We want an end to racism. We want an end to apartheid. We want an end to U.S. support to this butcher regime in Tel Aviv and his band of fascist cohorts. The other day I was watching BBC TV. Once in a while something good slips through. They follow the US dictate narrative. But I saw a UK former ambassador say, when he was asked what's going on today, he said, butchery and savagery. Speaking of the bombing, of course. Butchery and savagery. Now, it's got to be pretty bad for a diplomat to say those things, but that was his opinion, and the opinion of the entire world, who understands the maniacal agenda of this savage regime. I want to share something with you, a book I'm reading. He's a Palestinian author and Columbia professor.
Oh, he's great. That's great.
This is a great book. If you want the lowdown on what Zionism is about, please read this book. He was recently interviewed by Chris Hedges on his program.
Great.
So
Yeah.
go look that up.
That's great.
If you're on my mailing list, you get stuff like that. Let us take down this regime in Tel Aviv with mass mobilizations and support to the Palestinian struggle. Whatever it takes, whatever is necessary, by any means necessary, Zionism has got to go. Thank you.
Anyone coming up?
Really?
You did great. Okay, should I say something? Or Janet want it?
Say something else.
Okay, I'll say something. No, I'm not going to share. Thank you. Okay, wait, I just lost it. There it is. Okay, so I'm an old nurse and family nurse practitioner, and I've cried many nights because it was so hard to give care to my patients. So when I hear about the healthcare workers, the doctors, the nurses, the aides, everybody in the hospitals, what they're doing in Gaza as Israel continues to bomb and destroy, and besides the thousands that we have dead already, we have so many injured. I have no idea how many are injured there, and the healthcare workers are overwhelmed, and most of them are refusing to leave. They're staying with the people. There's no safe place. They've been chased to the southern Gaza. Now they're bombing southern Gaza. They're attacking their hospitals there, and the heroic healthcare workers, totally overwhelmed, just continue to work and try to get the word out. So I'm giving them a shout out. And I want to read something from Code Pink. They sent something out saying, taking Biden to court. And they have a meeting tomorrow night if you want to RSVP. Under the UN Convention for the Prevention and Punishment of Genocide in Article 6 of the Rome Statute, wow, the crime of genocide occurs when a nation deliberately inflicts on the group conditions of life calculated to bring about its physical destruction in whole or part.
That's right.
Under these terms, Israel commits U.S.-funded genocide in Gaza when it bombs civilian target hospitals, schools, UN refugee centers, journalists, UN workers, mosques, apartments, and escape routes, while denying an imprisoned population water, food, medicine, and fuel. Since October 2nd, Israel's assault with U.S. weapons has resulted in tens of thousands of Gazans killed or wounded, and 1.7 million people displaced, including almost a million in 154 UNRWA shelters, some of which Israel has bombed. In the words of UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres, Gaza has become a graveyard for the children. Demand that Israel be put on trial for genocide, support legal efforts to stop Biden from aiding and abetting genocide.
Yeah.
That's it for me.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Alex.
Where's the band? Where's Fred?
We weren't paying them enough. They wanted union wages. I have to go it alone.
This is a new one. I think it's going to get written tomorrow.
You sing it today.
Sing it today and now teach me how to write it. Where's Fred at? Arcaneo! Where you at? Hiding out in the green room. Okay, you all have 4 parts. I'm just going to coast on top of you here. Chorus goes like this. We don't want no war. We know what we're for. Freedom for all. Well, that's good enough. We don't want no war. We know what we're for. Freedom for all. Perfect, it's a take. All right, now here's your other part. Were you there? Hold that. Are you there? Are you aware? Let's be fair. All right, from the top now. Were you there? When they took the land and water in the end, and they took up the West Bank. Took up the West Bank. Are you aware? Settlers violated, murdered them and shoot them down, point blank. We solemnly swear. But look at how they lied and died for peaceful Palestinians. Make sure the movement stays. 100 years. Well, look. Now the chorus. We don't want no war. We don't want this war. Freedom for all. And the band. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave.
Who's next? Who wants to go? Okay, 2.5.
Thank you.
And then you get another couple.
Hello, everyone. My name is Alex. This is my first vigil. I'm happy to be here. I teach at Bronx Community College, which is right over the bridge and then north a little bit. And seeing what's happening in Gaza makes me think about my students. If you're not familiar with Bronx Community College, the student body is primarily Dominican, Puerto Rican, African, African American, 99% people of color. And I think about the fact that the places my students are coming from the Dominican Republic, from Puerto Rico, from West Africa, even from Palestine, they are all victims of US imperialism in one way or another. Now obviously the scale is different. What's happening in Gaza is the most horrendous example of US imperialism's effect on the world. But I also have had students from Haiti, and you can't tell me that there's not a genocide happening in Haiti right now. The destabilization of that country because of US imperialism is producing the most horrendous situation in Haiti. And so I think, what's the way forward? How do we get out of this murderous, awful system? How do we get out of this system that basically accepts the death of 5,000 Gazan children, or more. That's not the right number. It's more than that. It is for, I think, for students from Gaza, from Haiti, from the Dominican Republic, and from the US to join together. It is for workers from all those places to join together and to fight together to end this system. And so I hope you'll join with me in one chant: Arab, Jewish, black and white, workers of the world unite. Arab, Jewish, black and white, workers of the world unite. Arab, Jewish, black and white, workers of the world unite. Arab, Jewish, black and white, workers of the world unite. Arab. Thank you.
Hello, my name's Tim Praska. I live at the district. On yesterday or the day before, I was going by Dyckman and Broadway, and I saw a very encouraging sign, which was a small group of people, Palestine flag and the Dominican Republic flag, waving it on the corner with the obvious message. I mention that because sometimes I feel like if you don't come from a certain island in the Caribbean, you're sort of on the outside of the political world up here in uptown. But I'm old enough to remember the Vietnam War movement, and I'd like to share a story that I think is relevant.
Louder!
Thank you. It was 1969 or 1970. I was living in Washington, D.C. We went up into the congressional offices, and we got in the face of some Congress members. I can't compete with that. Give me a minute. All right. We got in the face of these members of Congress, these members, and the wives sometimes were there by chance. They're used to going into a room and the room parts like the seas, like the Red Sea. They're treated as special and everybody bows down to them. We got in their face and said, you are morally responsible for the deaths of millions of people. What are you going to do about it? This is not just a topic where we go and visit our congressman and say, well, this policy we prefer over that policy. This is a moral issue. I believe it's time to make those statements in the face of our members and say, are you going to go to bed tonight complicit with genocide or not? It's very simple. Right. Thank you.
Speak out. Does somebody want to help me? Can someone take over the banner? Someone to take over the banner for a minute?
Hey everyone, how you doing? For those who don't know me, my name is Mustafa Sullivan, representing the Bronx, and my family's from New York 100 years back. And in case you don't know, we live in a terrorist state right here. It's called New York City. Hello. It's paved with the blood of slaves, of enslaved Africans who died for this land. But on top of that, it's paved on the massacre of Native folks who were murdered in order for us to stand on this sidewalk, right here, right now, all over this fucking country.
That's right. That's right.
Imperialism is not new. The terrorism that Israel has done to Palestinians is not new. It is not about Jewish people. Do not be confused. There's religion, there's faith, and there's colonial violence.
That's right.
Do not be confused. You see this color? It's black and brown. But it's about my blood not being rich enough. It's about my resources not being strong enough. It's about me not being human, like Palestinians are not human. We all are bleeders. We all are breathers. We all are lovers. And when they kill any one of us, they kill all of us.
That's right.
And by the way, it's not about flags. Flags are fake.
Thank you.
Created by capitalism, so we can buy and pretend we're different. The human flag is about our spirit, our soul, and our blood. And if we are serious about this, we know that this genocide has been happening and will continue until we stop all of it.
That's right.
Freedom is here now.
Woo!
I'm gonna leave you with this. It's my nice little mantra. It's a simple song. Repeat after me. I'm gonna try to get my voice together. Another world is possible today. Another world is possible today. Another world is right here, right now. Another world is right here, right now. All right, you're gonna do it louder. Do 2 more times and I'm done. Another world is possible today. Another world is possible today. Another world is right here, right now. Another world is right here, right now. Another world is possible today. Another world is possible today. Another world is right here, right now. Another world is right here, right now. Free, free Palestine! 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 Thank you. Thank you. Viva, viva Palestina! 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 Viva, viva Palestina!
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
My name is Pam Sporn, and I'm greeting you from the Bronx, the North Bronx, and in solidarity because unfortunately I'm misrepresented by Richie Torres, not by Espaillat, but we're in this together, and I hope that
Speaker time.
Ceasefire now.
Speak on, Ted.
Okay, just saying that I'm happy to be here with you all on 181st, and I was happy to be with everybody on 231st in the Bronx, and I hope we can keep expanding this to the Bronx and sharing this struggle together. I'm also a member of Jewish Voice for Peace, and I'm glad that JVP can be part of this Uptown for Palestine beautiful coalition. We are fresh off taking over the Manhattan Bridge. And for some reason we were so many, I don't know why the police decided not to arrest us, but we're resting up to do it again someplace else. But as Jose and I were talking about, as important as those big actions are, that these local community actions are just as important, and we need to keep doing it. And so that's why we're here. We're fighting for ceasefire now, but that's just the floor, it's not the ceiling. We have a whole lot more to do to fight to free Palestine, to end the occupation, and everything that we want for peace and justice for everybody in that region of the world and here. So thank you, and I'll pass the mic.
Ceasefire now! 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 Ceasefire now!
Espaillat should be shamed. Especially because he claims that he represents the Dominican community. How easy we forget that in 1965, the U.S. Marines invaded the Dominican Republic and overthrew a democratic government.
That's right.
And this is the history of the U.S. and Latin America, so that in Latin America we know very well and feel the pain of Palestine from Chile to Puerto Rico. And yet on November 29th, the day of international solidarity with the Palestinians, in Puerto Rico, in every city and town, there were rallies and expressions of solidarity with Puerto Rico. We need to be mobilized on a maximum level, nationally, locally. We have to watch what these idiots are doing. They voted the other day, if not today, I forget when, on the question of Zionism being racist, anti-Zionism being a racist. They want to legislate it. Just on top of everything else that they're doing McCarthyite-wise. We are entering during the war period. Let's remember Vietnam. Let's remember before Vietnam. They utilized the war situation to repress and impose anti-democratic measures. So we need to watch that very carefully. In solidarity, que viva Palestine!
Viva Palestine! Let's have him speak in Spanish.
Go! Go! That's not funny. Go!
Go what?
Go!
Listen, I just passing by here by the legal size work, and you cannot refuse me to go what? I just walking, I don't need to work.
Ándate, sigue caminando. Sigue caminando, señor. Sigue caminando. Nadie le está pasando. Siga caminando. Hablan.
Siga caminando. Mire frente de usted, señor, mire frente de usted. Está ahí, siga caminando. La vereda está abierta. Siga. Por favor, siga caminando.
Thank you, officer.
La vereda está abierta.
Thank you, officer.
La vereda está abierta. Siga caminando, señor. Siga caminando. ¡Viva, viva Palestina!
Viva, viva Palestina! Viva,
You can smell the alcohol. Ok, brevemente lo voy a decir en español un poco. En primer lugar, este compañerito Espaillat es una vergüenza para nosotros.
¡Vergüenza!
Una vergüenza. Olvidándose la historia de América Latina y específicamente la historia de la República Dominicana, recordándonos de la invasión en 1965. Y en América Latina nosotros entendemos mucho, desde Chile hasta Puerto Rico, la historia de abuso, guerra y amenaza. Y es una vergüenza que este hombre, que dice que habla en nombre de nuestra comunidad, está apoyando lo que está ocurriendo en Palestina y en Gaza. Es un crimen. Al mismo tiempo en el Congreso, ahora mismo se está pasando y hablando a criminalidad el derecho de expresar un punto político sobre esta cuestión. Nosotros tenemos que estar alertos, movilizar, organizar y hablar con nuestra gente en la comunidad que este hombre no debe estar en el Congreso. Gracias.
Does this work?
Yeah.
Is this working? Okay, I'll be very quick. My name is Laura. Today is December 4th, which is the anniversary, I'm not sure how many years, of the assassination of the Black Panther leader, Fred Hampton, by the United States government. And the reason I'm saying that is because Fred was murdered because the U.S. was afraid of the rebellion and the resistance of Black people in the United States, of the Black Liberation Movement. And what I learned, I was young at that point, that organized me to understand that we would never have justice without supporting the rights of oppressed people to fight by any means necessary for their liberation. Palestine is the latest example in the world, the most clear example of the dangers and the terrors of settler colonialism, white settler colonialism, and the lies that are told. And I always wonder when we talk about fighting back against the lie that being anti-Zionist and supporting Palestine is somehow anti-Semitic, which is really funny because many of us are Jews who support Palestine. I always wonder, I think back to during the days of the Black Panthers, when the Black Panthers were called haters of white people. So you always know when someone is targeted for hating their oppressor, that they are on the winning side of history. We have to come back, like Pam said, we have to come every week. We have to keep going. We have to look at the schedule of all the protests. We are part of a worldwide movement, but the United States is the seat of Zionism along with Israel. Let's remember that. So free Palestine, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. They cannot take away the right to say that Palestine deserves freedom. We cannot be intimidated by the lies. I think it's kind of funny. Okay, so let's see. Anti-Zionism is anti-Semitic, and I'm Jewish, so now I'm anti-Semitic. I love it. So we have to claim, just like we're taking our space here, we have to take our space in the discourse and insist on the humanity of the Palestinian struggle and their right to self-determination. And that's what we are supporting when we demand a ceasefire. We demand an end to Israeli aggression and brutality and genocide. And that's what it means to say peace now, today.
Señora, ¿puedo hablar? Disculpe. Señora, you wanted to speak? Sí. Ven para que me traduzcan, el favor. No, sin eso. Sí, yo tengo buena voz.
La voz fuerte.
Inicio con un sabor agridulce.
It's not on. The mic's
Ah, no se oye.
No se oye.
Porque Israel sigue asesinando a Palestina. Porque Israel continues to assassinate Palestinians. Perdón, porque Israel no existe. Disculpen, porque Israel is not real. Eso es Palestina ocupada. Eso es todo. That is all an occupied Palestine. Por eso es. That's why. Que la razón es de que ha tenido la verdad siempre. The reason why we've always been right. Por eso todo es Palestina. That's why all that land is Palestine. Y tantos judíos y ortodoxos apoyan a Palestina. And that's why so many Jewish and Orthodox are in favor of a free Palestine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Pero la alegría que tengo es que el 15 de diciembre. But the happiness that I have is that on December 15th, ya van a cerrar dos negocios de lo que hemos siempre perdido, boicot. Two businesses that we have boycotted will be closing. Eso es en Marruecos. That is in Morocco. Thank you. El abuso es tan grande parte de los sionistas y criminales de Israel.
The abuse is so great from the Zionists in Israel
que en sus cárceles ha existido palestinas embarazadas.
That in their jails there are Palestinian women who are pregnant.
Niños que se le han violado todos sus derechos.
Children whose rights have been violated.
Que han sido víctimas de diferentes tipos de abusos como psicológicos y verbal.
Who have received all kinds of abuse, physical and verbal and otherwise.
Recientemente se vieron obligados a liberar a un jovencito de 18 años.
Recently, they had to free an 18-year-old.
Pero lo liberaron con sus manos y sus dedos rotos por las torturas que Israel le hizo en sus cárceles.
But he was freed with bodily harm to his arms and fingers because of the abuse he received in at Israel's jails.
E incluso murió un palestino en la cárcel de Israel y no quisieron entregarlo a la familia hasta que no cumpliera.
There were even Palestinian deaths in Israel's jails and they refused to give their bodies. Why did they?
Soy dominicana y amo a Palestina.
I am Dominican and I love Palestine.
¡Viva Palestina!
¡Viva Palestina!
¡Netanyahu criminal! ¡Netanyahu criminal! ¡Netanyahu criminal! ¡Netanyahu criminal!
Criminal.
Go ahead.
Yo también quería decir algo en español porque esta vecindad es hispana. La verdad es que no sé qué decir, solo que el dolor, la muerte y opresión de la gente en Palestina es el mismo dolor, muerte y opresión vivido en Latinoamérica. Mi gente, somos alegres, tenemos esperanza y en este momento eso es lo que más se necesita. Yo quiero vivir en un mundo en el cual ninguna persona sufra de la forma en la cual las personas en Palestina están viviendo. Los árboles de oliva darán fruto una vez más en una Palestina libre. ¡Que viva Palestina!
¡Viva!
I wanted to say something in Spanish because this is a Hispanic neighborhood. The truth is I don't know what to say. The pain, the death, the oppression that the Palestinian people are going through is the same pain, death, and oppression that happened in Latin America. My people, we are happy and we have hope. And in this moment, we need that more than ever. I would like to live in a world in which not one person has to suffer in the way that the Palestinian people are suffering.
Right.
The olive trees will bear fruit in a free Palestine again.
Yeah.
Viva Palestina! Viva, viva, viva Palestina! Viva, viva, viva Palestina!
Viva, viva, viva Palestina. Viva,
viva, viva Palestina!
Okay, another music.
Join me. Today we stand for Palestine. You are in Palestine. Today we stand for Palestine. Palestine, humankind. Today we sing for Palestine. Today we march for Palestine. And
else wants to speak? I see a hand.
Okay. Hi, my name is Adriana DeSena. I'm 18 years old. I just recently moved to New York, but I used to live in Rhode Island. If anybody knows where that is? No, that's okay. It's very small. But I grew up in Providence, which is a very heavily minority populated community in Rhode Island. And I remember in middle school, most of my friends were people who had to leave their country to escape the war and come to the US. And I never understood why they came here. Why didn't they just stay there? Why didn't you want to, stay there? I didn't understand the severity of war because I was in middle school. You don't think anything is that severe in middle school. But I remember one time I had made friends with someone who had left Iraq. I know a lot of you must know what's going on in there. And I remember asking her, well, why don't you want to go back? And something that really woke me up was she said, I do. I wish I never had to leave. I wish I didn't have to come to the US and come live with nobody, like with people I didn't even know. I wish I didn't have to leave my town, my people, my neighborhood, my street, all my friends, my schoolmates, and everybody around me. And I guess I didn't really understand how big that is, to completely be uprooted from everything you know and everything you love, every school building, every hospital, every nail salon, everything is just completely gone and you have no trace of it. And so ever since I was young, I've always kind of been very vocal about this, and it's nice finally seeing so many people waking up and being here in these streets and not being called a bunch of loud idiots and actually being paid attention to. And it's not just started, and it's been going on for years. And everybody from Palestine deserves to go back, and everybody who's in Palestine deserves to be there. There is no such thing as a holy land. You can't build holy land on the graves of all these children.
That's right.
You can't build us a holy Israel when you've killed all these people and flattened all their land. There's nothing holy about that.
That's right.
You're going to hell.
Thank you, everyone, for keeping. Who's next? Did you want to speak? Can you limit it to 2 minutes?
Yes. Oh, I was asked to limit it to 2 minutes.
2.5.
2.5 minutes. But the truth is, I'm not going to say anything. What I noticed is that these rallies are getting bigger. These rallies are getting bigger and bigger. But there are a lot of people who come who don't talk. So I'm just going to go around and I'm going to ask you a question. And the question is, what brings you here tonight? And you got 15 seconds to answer. If you haven't spoken, what brings you here tonight?
I can't sleep at night after looking at the children's pictures and videos, so I have to show my solidarity any way I can.
We have to stop this stuff that we're paying for, or else just stop paying for it.
Black people, don't cry in private, cry in public.
Estoy aquí porque apoyo y apoyaré siempre hasta la última gota de sangre que tenga a una Palestina libre.
Palestina libre!
Now we got some people who've been standing in the back here holding the sign. What brings you here tonight and why are you holding the sign?
I'm holding the sign because I have strong biceps, but I'm here because I work for the media and I know from the inside that our voices have to be louder than the censorship and the gag orders that are imposed on us.
Wow.
Oppose ethnic cleansing of all kinds.
All right.
Against the Palestinians.
Thank you. Okay, who hasn't said anything? What brings you here tonight?
Because I'm a Jew and I want to stop genocide.
All right.
Because it's
If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. We are Zionism's worst nightmare!
I come from Jewish family. This is obviously what's happening now is something that's happened to us before, and I'm sickened by it. And I'm sickened by all the fucking assholes that represent us.
Yes!
My family survived the Nazis, and I'm not going to stand for this in this country either.
Whoa. I forgot one thing that I wanted to say. He claims that he represents the Dominican Republic. Anyone who knows his history knows that he's been in the real estate pocket for years. The real estate pocket that has been gentrifying this neighborhood. That's who he represents.
Housing attorney right here, that is true.
All right. Who hasn't spoken? Who hasn't? Well, you're going to sing.
Jose, I'm going to announce events after. Okay.
Thank you.
I live in this neighborhood. I'm originally from Chicago, and we all know Chicago and the history of terrorism on its people in Chicago, especially as people of color. I'm a black Jewish girl, and I'm here to smash, not just the smash all imperialism around the world that's converting all of us, working class people, for centuries and eons, and it has to stop now. Not with Palestine, not with Sudan, all of us. And we're not free till we are all fucking free. And fuck Zionism!
Thank you. Okay, I'm passing on the mic.
Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Palestine! Free Palestine! Palestine! Free Palestine! One lesson for everyone watching. Many lessons, but one lesson. We believe Judaism, yes. Zionism, no. 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 Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. In our millions, in our billions, we are all Palestinians. In our millions, in our billions, we are all Palestinians. In our millions, in our billions, we are all Palestinians. In our millions, in our billions, we are all Palestinians. In our millions, in our billions, we are all Palestinians. In our millions, in our billions, we are all Palestinians. In our millions, in our billions, we are all Palestinians. In our millions, in our billions, we are all Palestinians. In our millions, in our billions, we are all Palestinians. Thank you for coming tonight. Give yourself a round of applause. Every day, people are dying, and every day our money goes to support the murder of people in Palestine, in Gaza, and in the West Bank. Every week, we have vigils here from 4:30 to 6 p.m. Join us. Every week, join us. If you have not signed our petition to Adriano Espaillat for a ceasefire, please do so now. Talk to the woman over there with the petition. She will help you do so. Next week, we have many events coming up. We have a teach-in on December 17th. Please come. It will be in English and in Spanish. It will be on Palestine 101, explaining why we're here and why Uptown stands for Palestine. Next week, we will also have an even larger vigil. Every week, we grow larger, we grow louder, and we stand here mourning in solidarity until a permanent, lasting ceasefire. If you would like to join the group, we have many other things we're doing. Talk to one of the organizers. It is very clear who are organizers here.
If you would like, there are many roles to be filled, many ways to become involved. The first step is showing up. We care about each other, we keep each other safe. And if you see someone trying to film faces, do not film faces. Can we say, don't film faces?
Don't film faces.
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 Thank you so much. Let's do one round of Uptown Stands with Palestine.
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 We have one more song to close us out with. And thank you everybody who did speak for sticking to under 3 minutes. Really appreciate it. We heard from lots of people today. And we're going to end pronto at 6, which is great. Thank you all for coming. You want me to hold it for you?
Well, let me just...
Oh, we're not supposed to use it.
Okay. Before I think we do our call and response, I just wanted to read a few words that I have a friend from Gaza who posted this morning, and I just to like bring everyone back to the human cost of 75 years of Nakba. That it's not a number, it's not about numbers, it's like so much more than that. So I'm just gonna read what he wrote this morning. And his name is Jihad Abu Salim. The tanks are closing in on my family's area. My parents and siblings have packed what they can carry, and they are waiting. Should they leave their home and risk being killed away from it? Or should they stay and face the possibility of dying there? These are the questions they are grappling with. I have a brother who has disabilities. He was hit by a car when he was little. This accident left him with physical and cognitive impairments. He is now 30 years old, and he is the most precious person to us. My parents have dedicated their lives to taking care of him and meeting his needs. He is not equipped to be homeless or to wander the streets without a home. Wissam suffers from severe epilepsy seizures that require constant medication and medical care. My parents and brother are terrified for his well-being. Their primary concern is not their own safety. They simply do not want to see Wissam suffer. As the tanks draw nearer and the sounds of explosions grow louder, the feeling of helplessness consumes me. I want to help my family and end this nightmare, but I can't. Please, I implore you, do not let harm come to Wissam. Please put an end to this madness. Please help. And now this is a call and response that we sing at the end of vigils. Hey, 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 hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey, 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 hey! From NYC to Palestine! From NYC to Palestine! Colonization is a crime! Colonization is a crime! Hey, 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 hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey, 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 hey! From the belly of the beast! From the belly of the beast! No justice, no peace! No justice, no peace! Hey, 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 hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey, 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 hey! From the river to the sea! From the river to the sea! All people must be free! All people must be free! Hey, 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 hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey, 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 hey! From the bottom to the top! From the bottom to the top! Racism's got to stop! Racism's got to stop! Hey, 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 hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey, 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 hey! Protect the water, lend a hand! Protect the water, lend a hand! Return all stolen native land! Return all stolen native land! Hey, 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 hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey, 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 hey! sea to shining sea.
From the sea to shining sea.
Say no to white supremacy.
Say no to white supremacy.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 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 hey.
The bombs and walls have got to go.
The bombs and walls have got to go.
From Palestine to Mexico.
From Palestine to Mexico.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 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 hey.
Together we can turn the tide.
Together we can turn the tide.
Or bankrolling apartheid.
Or bankrolling apartheid.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 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 hey.
For liberation, take a stand.
For liberation, take a stand.
Ceasefire now is our demand.
Ceasefire now is our demand.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 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 hey.
Don't stand back while people die.
Don't stand back while people die.
Genocide now is our cry.
Genocide now is our cry.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 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 hey.
Nakba means catastrophe.
Nakba means catastrophe.
Stop genocide now is our plea.
Stop genocide now is our plea.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 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 hey.
No more tax dollars, no more dimes.
No more tax dollars, no more dimes.
No arms to Israel for their crimes.
No arms to Israel for their crimes.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 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 hey.
Let's build a bridge, tear down a wall.
Let's build a bridge, tear down the wall.
Till there's justice for all.
Till there's justice for all.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 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 hey.
Hey, 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 hey.
With BDS we're here to say.
BDS we're here to say.
Free Palestine today.
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 I forgot to mention one thing that we're doing. Every Saturday, come flyer with us. Join us in the streets as we meet our neighbors, as we build relationships with one another, and as we block by block make clear that Uptown stands with Palestine. As you leave, how do you connect with us? Talk to one of the organizers, and you will be connected via the listserv, or follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Instagram at Uptown for Palestine. There are many new friends here today, and some maybe future friends. Because of that, I ask that every one of you do not leave alone. Look to your left, look to your right, say hello, make a new friend, and above all, leave having met one new person and do not leave on your own. If you're facing an issue, you should not face an issue, but if something happens, please reach out and we'll do our best to make sure that nothing happens. But you should all be fine as long as we move collectively, as long as we keep each other safe.
Yes.
Next week, bring a friend. 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 Thank you all.
Ain't gonna let Adriano turn me round, turn me round, turn me round. Ain't gonna let Adriano turn me around. Gonna keep on walking, keep on talking till Palestine is free.
Keep calling Congress, call every day.
We needed that song at the